top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. G.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Running left, Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
To throw is Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you get ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. His 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Velus Jones now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did.
Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Fields now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
36 yards rushing for him now with just 6 carries to this point. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run it again with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. These guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. On the option right is Fields. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points going on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Justin Jefferson, touchdown, Vikings! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. Another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 9, Fields gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fields on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 43 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Cousins now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And there he goes again. Touchdown, Chicago. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and go further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to bring him inside the 15 as he's dropped to the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that a third-year wideout can form a lasting connection with second-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a 1st down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nuwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Nuwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw, Cousins. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Joseph is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends in the field. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Dallas with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Cousins. Touchdown! Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. Joseph now to have the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return is Jones from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Now Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. There he goes, left side. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6, and how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing it.
There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. Here, we can see all of the writers to the left. And the post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends it. Understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is, what the top end sports cars, what's the top gear we can get into. This offense is certainly very instrumental. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.